Right at the start, there's a little banner that reads, "You're on the free tier." That's just me being upfront with you. It means every audit is running locally on your machine and nothing's costing you a dime. The trade-off is there's no forensic record being kept, but for most folks just getting started, that's exactly what you want. Now, if you've already bought a license, you don't have to mess with the whole upgrade flow again. There's an option labeled, "I have a license token," that lets you plug in the code you already own. You just paste your token in there and it unlocks everything your license covers. It's the shortcut for folks who've already paid and just need to switch this browser over to the good stuff. Right at the start, you've got a little switch with 3 labels: Owner, Power User, and Dev. Owner is where you're at right now. It's the plain simple mode with the free check, and honestly, it's all most folks ever need. Power User and Dev are there for when you grow into them, but ignore those for now. Owner's got you covered. Now, there's a settings control that opens all the knobs and switches for how WCAGcheckr behaves. That's where you tweak things like whether it defaults to a quick or thorough scan, how the forensic log gets handled, and a few other preferences to make the extension work the way you want. You won't need it for your first scan, but it's good to know it's there when you're ready to make this thing your own. This is a lawsuit target screener, and the name is exactly what it does. It checks whether your site looks like the kind of easy target those ADA targeting outfits go hunting for. That way you find out where you stand before some stranger sends you a demand letter. Scan This Page is the one you'll reach for most. It checks whatever page you've got open right now against the same WCAG rules those ADA targeting bots use. Think of it as a quick gut check. Is this page going to get me in trouble, yes or no? Now, Whole Site is the option you reach for when one page isn't enough. Instead of checking just the tab you're looking at, it crawls across your whole site and pulls together a multi-page report. So you catch the problems hiding on the pages you'd never think to check by hand. That's the kind of blind spot the ADA targeting bots love, so this is how you close it. Quick Scan checks your page in its default state. It won't poke at hover states or dark mode or anything fancy, but that's the point. You get a solid read on where you stand. When you just want a quick gut check on a page, this is the one you reach for. Now, Thorough Scan is the option you pick when you want the real picture. Instead of just checking the page as it sits, it walks through a dozen different states: hover, focus, dark mode, right to left, the stuff that trips up real people and gets sites in trouble. It does more digging than a quick look, but that's a fair trade for catching the problems a quick look would miss. There's a checkbox labeled Record this run to the forensic log, and it does exactly what it says. When it's ticked, WCAGcheckr keeps a record of the audit you just ran, so you've got a trail showing you actually checked your site. On the free tier, that record lives locally on your machine. It's not the court-grade timestamp kind yet, but it's still a habit worth building for the day someone asks whether you ever bothered to look. Right now, the status reads, "Not yet audited," and that's just the extension being honest with you. It hasn't checked this page yet, so it won't pretend to know a thing about it. Think of it as a blank slate that's waiting for you to run a scan. Once you do, this is where the real verdict shows up, telling you where your page actually stands on WCAG compliance. It's worth reading the note that starts with Risk Indicator, based on the same automated WCAG checks ADA targeting tools use. That's me being straight with you about where your risk score comes from. It's the very same automated checks the bots trolling for lawsuit targets run, plus our own deeper DOM analyzers and AI walkthroughs covering all 50 WCAG 2.1 AA criteria. In other words, we're checking your site the way the folks who'd sue you would check it, so nothing catches you by surprise.